Hola, hola, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It is I, Arai-chan, your local neighborhood human lord PNGTuber, and we are back with more Pokemon Gold, where we might possibly get our asses— I did not mean to click that button— where we might possibly get our asses kicked today. And joining me is a small Texan fairy fella. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Citymire. I'm a fairy that lives in a labyrinth. Big Pokemon fan, although I have not. I think I've played Gold, so this will be a treat.
I've been having a lot of fun with this game so far. It is radically different from the version I played, which is the remake, but it's still a fun time.
All I know is that I usually pick the water starters, which actually started in, I believe, with Mudkip is the one that I started definitely going with the water starter.
Speaking of starter, here's my team.
Ooh.
Let's see, you're the Golbat. This is Michiru, the Ferret.
Oh, Ferret.
This bird is really strong, by the way. This is Bluella, the Quagsire.
Oh.
Alto, my second in command.
Oh, Flappy.
And Takumi, Bailey.
Ooh. I know I have a friend that had like a whole team of Quagsires. We have funny names for them.
Quagsire is a really good Pokemon.
He had a whole team of them, and then they all had something to do with Quagsire, and then the sixth one was just named Robert.
That's great.
I can't find the list.
While you do that, how's your day?
Good so far. I tried work, but wasn't too bad. We had the inventory that we had to do yesterday, so I had to work a lot. But today I didn't have much to do.
How often do you do inventory?
Inventory for my job is just we have like product. We have just like stock and stuff that's brought in. And we do it it's like once every week that we get new things. So it's like brought it on either like Monday or Tuesday. We just unpack everything and then we just put on the shelves. Stocking shelves is my job.
Whenever I'm calling to work, I usually have to be the one to handle inventory stuff too.
It's usually not too bad. I usually don't get, because we have inventory on Mondays or Tuesdays. Sometimes we get, usually it's Mondays. Sometimes we'll get stuff late on Tuesdays. I don't usually have to work on Sunday unless we're like super busy with something. Technically, Sunday is my work day, but my boss is just chill and it's like, we don't usually need to just come in if you ever. I'll call you and tell you to come in if we need you.
Chill bosses are always nice.
They are.
There's a reason we came all the way for that, but I want to see if it works.
Okay, I found the list. It's these names are ridiculous. There's Quag Daddy, Big Mama Q, Tunky Tiddler, which is the second one that's not named after the line. Quagzilla, Whooper Squared, and Robert. Of them, Robert is the only one that's in a Master Ball, and we joke that because that's the only thing that can contain his power.
The legendary Robert.
And in actuality, he just used the wrong ball.
That list is right up there with top 10 groupie whoopies.
Video behind it, alright.
Yeah, we have a gym challenge to take on today, but before we do that, we have to grind, but not here.
Wow.
As you can see, we're a little bit too higher level for this area, so we're going to the one place that's full of high level. The ocean.
Oh yeah. I never played Pokemon Gold. I played, I can mention that. I played, let's see, what I only played the first one. Actually, I think the only one I haven't played is the one that's got like Fennekin. It's the one that's got like the Fox Mage and the, I think Chestnut is the final evolution of the Grass Starter.
You mean X and Y?
Yes, X and Y.
I played X and
That's
Y.
the one that I haven't played at some point. That's the only generation that I haven't played at some point or another.
I played X and Y. It's alright. What do you mean I have no berries? I have berries. Wait.
Maybe you need like specific berries or something.
Yeah. If I remember from the remake, you have to give that Miltank orange berry.
Ah.
I think even the remake specified that by saying that you need orange berries, not any regular berries.
They'll tell you like, hey, you need this kind of berry instead of what you have. It makes sense they would redo that. They would say that in the remake because probably confuse people first time.
I like that we just shift into a bootleg Lapras and we go into the water.
Into a Lapras.
Yeah. Looks very bootleggy.
I love that it said that that Bluella used Turf, but that wasn't Bluella.
You're right, we basically morphed into a Lapras at will. Alright, we're gonna be here for a while. Let me tell you about the most horrible thing I saw before we started. So you ever heard of a channel called Ordinary Sausage?
I have not.
Basically, it's basically a channel where this one guy takes anything that people ask him to make a sausage out of, and he uses those things to make a sausage out of. Like, he's done them all.
Huh.
Like, he made, like, Lunchable sausage.
Oh.
Air sausage.
Air? How does that work?
Vegemite sausage.
I like sausage much than this, dude. But,
and I just saw the most cursed one yet. That was actually taken down from this channel, but it was re-uploaded. The most cursed one that I saw. The most cursed one that I saw was the balut sausage.
Balloon?
Balut.
Oh, balut. I don't know what that is.
Basically, an undead chicken fetus and an egg that's considered a delicacy.
Oh, that.
It was the most horrible thing I've ever seen, and I never want to see it again.
That sounds less like a delicacy, more like torture.
Oh, and I had a McRib. I almost called it the Whip Witch, but I was gonna say that I had a McRib today.
Oh yeah, I did see McRib.
I don't like the barbecue stuff, so I just ordered it with.
I did like that. I did like that people were about to flame you over not having the barbecue sauce, but you made your own.
I don't like it. Yeah, I was saying I don't like the barbecue sauce, so I ate it with ketchup and mustard mixed in. Which I should have just ordered it plain because they use too much ketchup and mustard.
Yeah. There's one time I have figured that I need to order my chicken sandwiches at McDonald's, by saying like no lettuce on it, because if I say with just mayonnaise, they tend to take that as, oh, you want like extra mayonnaise on it. You want no lettuce and extra mayonnaise on it. And then I get like sometimes more mayonnaise than sandwich.
That's horrible.
It is. Like, I do like mayo. I put it on a lot of things, but, you know, there's a limit.
I'll have to show you some ordinary sausage videos after this. And you'll either be entertained or make you question life.
I can look them up myself. I haven't actually had a McRib in a while.
He also made a McRib sausage out of it.
Ooh. No, that's the only one that sounds acceptable. I know Jane will sometimes get on a blender pit if you start blending things. What did he make?
Sounds like Jane has a rival now.
A little bit.
Sausage guy versus blender guy.
Sausage guy sausage versus Jane movies, quote unquote. God.
McRib smoothie.
McRib smoothie. Oh god. I'm not passing that on to him. Because he will do it.
All I'm just doing is just beating these things up for no reason other than the game EXP.
Oh.
Like you just go Oonga Boonga mode, throw a rock at them, they die.
I found out recently that I thought he had, but James didn't finish culinary school. He went to one, and he just, I guess he learned everything he wanted to learn and then dropped out. Which, you know, to be fair, he's a pretty good cook, so he has learned everything he needed to learn.
I learned my cooking from my sister. She's a really good cook. In my family, good cooking is practically in our gene. I don't mean to throw shade at my elder sister, but she doesn't have the good cooking gene.
Yeah, some people are like that. I've been getting better at cooking. I don't usually. My dad likes to get on me with my cooking because I don't follow the recipes exactly the way I should. But to be fair, a lot of what I cook is stuff that I have made like over and over again in the past. Like Hamburger Helper, it tells you you're supposed to do like, I think like a cup. It's like a cup and a half of milk and then like another cup of water or something like that. And if you're using 2 pounds of hamburger meat, then or that's for a specific like amount of hamburger meat. So if you're using double that, like we usually do, you have to double up the ingredients for everything else because we're using 2 boxes of the Hamburger Helper. But I don't double it up exactly. I don't ever double it up at all. I'll do like a cup of water or a cup and a half, and then like.
I like to think of it this way. Cooking, in a sense, is like alchemy. If that makes any sense to you. Wait, did the car crash? Please tell me it didn't crash. I crashed. Wait. Alright, give me a bit. And we'll have to fix the part again. Come on. Sorry, Discord crashed.
Oh, crap. Okay.
There's always a wing. You were saying about the hamburger helper thing?
Yeah. So, you're supposed to, by the instructions, if you're using 2 boxes of it, you're supposed to double everything up, all the ingredients, everything. But I tend not to. If it asks for like a cup and a half for one, I'll do 2 cups for 2 things. And my dad gets on to me for that, but like, I know what I'm doing. He gets on to me for like warming things up in the microwave for not enough time too, although it usually ends up
warming things up in the microwave. That sounds familiar.
I don't put the hamburger half in the microwave, I just kind of... It's like if I put in something in the microwave, I don't always do exactly how long the box says. Sometimes I do a little more, sometimes I do a little less. Like I have these little TV dinners that I'll make sometimes. And I'll do those for like 30 seconds more than they say. Or, well, 3 minutes I do for like 30 seconds more than they say, and then they're fine. Because a lot of them are like, put it in there for this amount of time, stir it, and then cook it for more time, and then wait for another minute. I'm like, I don't have the time for that. I'm hungry now.
That's cute.
I'm hungry now.
That's cute. You're just standing in front of a microwave and you're just pouty.
Yeah, I can barely wait the 3.5 minutes that I do.
The way I see cooking, it's like alchemy in a sense. If that makes enough sense to you.
A little bit. Some things you gotta experiment with. And you gotta, like, you know... I mean, James has always told me that, like, when it comes to cooking, how you cook something, like, yes, there should be a certain way that you follow generally, but you always put a little bit of yourself into a dish. Every dish you make, you usually put a little bit of yourself into it. So, you know, your timing for things isn't going to be exact, or like your measure of ingredients isn't going to be exact to someone else. Yeah, like, you know, if you're making it for the first time, definitely follow the instructions. But after that, you can kind of like experiment a little bit and get it down. It's all about trial.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it right the first time, but the more you do it, it'll definitely get better. Oh my god, Anthony, stop calling me Anthony!
Why are they calling you Anthony?
Okay, so you have the option to ask some trainers to register your phone number, and they can call you in the most inconvenient places. Which is a thing that they did fix in the remake, where you can just choose to ignore their phone calls.
Oh, so they just think your name is Anthony in the game. Or they think you're somebody else.
No, no. The hiker's name is Anthony.
Oh.
I am really glad I didn't register youngster Joey in my phone call.
Oh god.
But nobody wants to hear about him and his topless in a Tritana.
Honestly, when it comes to the like the battles that you have to do and everything, or I know in future games there's like skippable battles with other trainers. Like some of them, you have no way to avoid them to get along that path. Like you have to fight them to progress, or not really. It's not like a script. It's not a scripted fight, but it's like one of those like you walk past them, they see you, and it's like, oh, you're gonna battle them now, and there's no way to really avoid that. The ones that you can avoid, though, I have a tendency to just fight them anyway, because it's better than like coming back to another area in like end game or like post game or something, and then like this like freaking 6-year-old little rat decides to fight you and God. It's just I think it's less to me. It's less humiliating for them to lose to like whatever my starter is than to basically have to fight the game's god.
Speaking of fight, I forgot to fight this guy. I don't like the way this guy looks. He reminds me of an SCP.
Yeah, he looked. He reminds me of the Shy Guy a little bit.
Yeah.
I do like the one game that has I don't remember who it is, but there's one like female only class, and there's one of them that's like, can you believe just like some time ago, I was a black belt.
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. She's also from Gen 6.
Yes. It's funny because in the Japanese version, they straight up say, like, they straight up talk about, like, confirm that she's trans, but in the American one, they just hint to it. Or they actually try to avoid it, but because they don't mention it. They don't mention, I can't remember what they say in the Japanese stuff, but I know in the English one, she just says, like, what a transformation.
I really like that. I really like that a lot. There we go. Should I continue on or should I heal? Oh, too late for that.
Oh, I was gonna say, probably heal.
This will be quick, don't worry.
Yeah, in the Japanese version, she says that she mentions the power of medical science, whereas in the English version, she just like points out the transformation, or how different she looks. But it's still fun. I still love that, even if they don't directly say it, it's still fun. There's technically a canon like trans character in Pokemon. Because, the beauty is a female-only class, and Black Belt or Karate King in the Japanese version is male.
Finally, trans and gay representation in Pokemon.
Fine. I know that I can't remember what it was, but there was like a. I'm honestly still waiting for when they let the male body trainers wear skirts and stuff. That's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be really cool.
That's gonna be freaking groundbreaking.
Don't be cowards, Game Freak.
Don't be cowards. Don't be cowards, Nintendo, either. Oh, I hear my cat's bell. There she is. There's Goose. I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm just petting you.
I forgot what your cat. I forgot what your cat is named. What was your cat's name again?
Goose. Goose, like the bird Goose. She's actually named after Goose from Miss Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Or from Captain Marvel. The fur kit.
If you ever see your cat get in trouble, like scratch up all your stuff, do you tell your cat some stuff like your goose is cooked?
No, she's not usually one to scratch things up.
Mm-hmm.
She'll mostly, I mean, there's one like chair that we have that she occasionally scratches at, but it's not for very long because we get onto her.
Mm-hmm.
You get her a collar with a bell recently. So every time she's coming in here, I can hear it. What? Am I not paying you enough? Is that why you're pushing against my leg? Huh?
What's your stance on grinding in Pokemon game?
I think it's good to. I mean, I think if like you need to, you can. If you don't, well, for me, I don't usually because I mean, typically I'm progressing enough that, or if I'm going after catching Pokemon, I'm getting enough experience anyway to be at a good level. But you know, sometimes it is necessary. I always try to be like at least for me. Well, I guess it is actually necessary all the time because thinking about it, I do actually grind early on. I just don't do it like late game because by the time late game rolls around, because of my grinding previous levels already, I'm usually at the level that I need to be to beat the final boss. Oh, I did get these little there's these little Spy Family like keychains that came out, and they're in like a blind bag. I got one, and I was like, I will be fine with anyone except the like headmaster of the school. That's the dude with the monocle and the mustache. Guess which one I got?
Sorry, my sister just barged in here without knocking.
That's right.
I was gonna say. Wait, you were gonna say?
Yes, there's these Spy Family keychains that came out recently. They're little like blind bags, and the ones that they have Yor, they have Anya. They've got like a variety of different characters. I think it's like Yor, Lloyd, Anya, Frankie, Becky.
Every time I hear the name Becky, I just like remember that dream I had where Becky was my rival for some reason.
Oh my god!
Like I think Jay will tell you more about it.
Oh god, what's the dude's name? The one that Anya is trying to befriend.
Damien, that
one. They have him. And then they have I think they have like one or two others. And then they have the headmaster. And I was sitting there and I was like, okay, I looked at the blind box and I looked at all the characters that were available and I was like, okay, I will be fine with anyone but the headmaster. You can probably guess who I got.
The headmaster?
I got the headmaster. The one that I didn't want. But you know what? That's fine. I'm not disappointed. Well, I guess I'm a little disappointed, but it's like, also, I'm still happy with my decision. Or I'm still happy with the one that I got. Which is one of my favorite parts about blind bags. Is because you never know what you're going to get, and I think, like, when it comes to, like, buying other figures and stuff, you know exactly what you're getting from the figure. So, you know, once it arrives, there's not as much, once you, like, open it, there's not as much, like, joy or anything like there. It dwindles pretty quickly a lot of the time. But with a blind bag, you don't know what you're getting, so even if you can strive for one that you want, but because you don't know what you're getting, whatever you do get, you're more likely to be happy with, because it's like, this was left up to chance.
So basically, it's real life gotcha.
Pretty much. Only, it's a lot. Well, I guess it's more, actually, costly. Whoop. It just fell. The game just fell. Ah, Splatoon 2. I'm gonna have to put it on my shelf. Shit!
Like, thinking about it though, I wish it kind of sort of related to the mystery bag thing. I wish we had more gachapon machines here. You know, like a little capsule thing.
I know they have little capsule machines in most, like, restaurants and stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of them have them that are like coin operated, but a lot of them are like the same thing. It's like stickers, or like sticky hands, or like candy or whatever. Like, yeah, you don't know what you're gonna get from that. But to be fair, the prizes aren't that interesting. Spice it up a little.
Japanese capsule machines will always be the best.
They are. That's one thing I know for sure. I'm probably gonna spend a lot of my money on is the capsule machines. If and when I go to Japan. Sakura has it, like, all planned out where we go. She knows for sure that, she knows for sure Akihabara is the first place we're going.
What if, hear me out, what if they were all developed by Capsule Corp?
Oh, Capsule. The fact that Capsule Corp doesn't exist yet is surprising.
The fact that Capsule Corp doesn't make Capsule Gotcha is even more surprising.
Yeah. No, I think that at some point we may have, at some point in the future, because anime is becoming more mainstream, which makes me happy, but also a little bit wary, because a lot of things that become mainstream tend to, sometimes they don't end well.
What was becoming mainstream? Pardon?
Hmm?
What was becoming mainstream again?
Oh, anime.
Oh.
It's becoming it's not quite there yet, but it's like, it's becoming more, a lot of places, it's becoming more and more acceptable to, enjoy anime and everything. It's less cringe. One of my friends that's in high school still, his anime club has like, I think like a good, maybe like 40% of the class is in the anime club that he has, which is awesome. And I'm a firm believer that, like, there's an anime for everyone out there. There's a lot of people that are like, no, there's, anime is all this, and this, and whatever. It doesn't interest me. Everything, but, I firmly believe that there's one for everyone.
I agree with you right there, but And then you have stuff like Boku no Pico.
Yeah, you definitely got the weirder ones. But I mean, like, for me, I think even, especially sports fans, actually, there's one for like everyone. You like soccer? Inazuma 11. Volleyball? Haikyuu. I can't think of one for hockey, but I'm pretty sure there is one.
Yeah, there is one.
Is there?
Yeah. Just look up hockey anime, and it'll be the first thing that'll pop up.
Aura, Pride of Orange. Oh yeah. I think I've heard of this one.
Yeah, it isn't really talked about that much. I don't know why.
There is. I scrolled down and there's one picture of Aqua in a hockey jersey. Oh, I've talked about this before, but or Soccer and I both talked about it before, I think. But out of the entirety of the Konosuba gang, the fact that Aqua is the fact that the goddess in the four of them is probably your best chance at winning like a hand-to-hand fight, is kind of both awesome and sad. Because Aqua's your one chance. Because she doesn't have any very good combat-based abilities. Well, actually, not even like just hand-to-hand fight, but like just a fight in general. Aqua doesn't have very good combat-based abilities. Kazuma's likely to win based on his luck. His luck is just too high. Megumin, you'll have to, if you can like, you know, get out of range of her explosion, which good luck with that. Unless you start pretty far in, or she takes a while to do the incantation. Which she has been shown that she doesn't have to do an incantation. Then, you know, you're not winning Megumin. Unless you can survive her explosion. In which case, she's just down to the count immediately.
I have the perfect weapon against. I have the perfect weapon to use against her.
Mm-hmm.
Slingshot.
Oh yeah. Just
Also,
like hair from a clock.
Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh.
Well, look at this. Watch. Wait for it. We're in water, but look what happened.
Digging. It just dives down to the bottom of the ocean. And
no, you just dig into water.
Now, a lot of people have said, like, oh, Darkness you can beat, she would just let you. And, like, the thing about Darkness is that, yes, her accuracy is absolutely bad, but you're not getting past her defense. Like, you're probably gonna get worn out before she gets worn out. So, Aqua's your best bet.
If we're going by Pokemon logic, what if her special defense is shit?
Oh god. Yeah. Attack special defense then. Honestly, speaking of the Pokemon logic, the Pokedex entries, being as wild as like the Pokedex entries are, a lot of them make sense because, to be fair, they are being written by children. Because you're like, what, 10 in these games? 10, maybe 12? So your imagination is going to be a little bit out there. Like, if the Pokedexes were actually, like, literal, Magcargo would probably burn to the earth. Because it's supposed to be hotter than the surface of the sun. Or there's, like, there's some Pokemon that, you know, people can pick up that are supposed to weigh, like, a couple, I think, like, not tons, but, like, definitely, like, should not be easy to pick up for, like, a kid. So I think a lot of them is just, like, it's just kids, like, imagination running wild.
And then we have Sun and Moon, where the Pokédex entries are pretty much straight up out of a horror book.
Yeah.
I'll be right
Oh,
back.
what's a good
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm back.
Alright, hello. I
I
did
have.
find an interesting thing
Eh?
on Pokemon. There is a plot in one of the games where Team Rocket is trying to steal and sell Slowpoke tails for people to eat, and it was believed at the time that they're just chopping the tails off and they're hurting the Slowpoke to do that. But apparently, one of the few positive Pokédex entries in Sun and Moon reveals that Slowpoke's tail is actually frequently torn off throughout its life, but it's painless for the Slowpoke itself. It actually does grow back. So it kind of rectifies that, like, dark plot point to the second gen.
And my favorite Sun and Moon Pokédex entry was the one where Primate, the angry monkey Pokemon, gets so angry to the point of dying, of having a heart attack.
Oh my god. There's one I found of Gengar that just says, should you feel yourself attacked by a sudden chill, it is evidence of an approaching Gengar. There is no escaping it. Give up. It just straight say, like, you're not getting out of this one.
That's metal.
And also the fact that Drampa will burn the houses of a bully to the ground.
The vibe check grandpa.
Vibe check grandpa. Where's the other one?
Yep, do you have any more?
Let's see. Frostlass, the soul of a woman lost on a snowy mountain, possessed an icicle, becoming this Pokemon. The food it most relishes is the souls of men. Which kind of makes sense, because it's a Yukiona.
I just want to know what Game Freak we're on, and they were rating the Pokédex entries with Sun and Moon.
I have a feeling, like, I don't know, but I have a friend that had a theory that for whatever reason, Sun and Moon was going to be the last Pokemon game, so they just kind of went all out with the darkness. Which, I don't know why it would be the last one.
So Pokemon will continue to grow until the heat death of the universe.
Yeah, there's no stopping it.
Unless for some reason they do.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say another thing about the mystery bag thing. You could have had me come over to your place. I could actually determine what you'll get.
Oh. You just have a sense about that?
Yeah, I have this sort of sixth sense where I can predict what you'll be able to get.
Ooh. When we meet up IRL, I'm definitely bringing some blind bags to test that with. I may do, I have a friend that's kind of like that, that's weirdly good at predicting. He can't pinpoint exactly which one you'll get, but he's good at predicting whether someone will be happy about it or not. Alright, let's see. Okay, Torpedo. It has a sad history. In the past, its dorsal fin was a treasured foodstuff, so the Pokemon became a victim of overfishing. Which would explain why it's only half of a shark, as well as the battle scars. Oh boy.
I mean, it is accurate to real life. Sharks are endangered species.
That's true. There are, hints. Well, they're pretty dark, but to be fair, there's a lot of, dark entries sprinkled throughout the other games, too. Especially for Mega Evolution. Mega Evolution, from what is hinted at, is, painful.
It's painful. It's painful.
How,
It's painful to every Pokemon except for Ampharos. Ampharos is Mega Ampharos is amateur.
Mega Gyarados, it says that it has no other function except its destructive instinct to just burn everything. Mega Kangaskhan, thanks to Mega Evolution, its child grows, but as the child is good only at fighting and nothing else, its mother feels uneasy about its future. Mega Salamence is fueled by brutality, and it is possible that it may turn on the trainer that raised it because of the Mega Evolution.
Oh dear.
Metapod needs to stay still so its guts don't spill out. That's a basic, TLDR of the entry. Drifloon doesn't like overweight children because they are harder to abduct.
That's funny. That's funny, though.
That one's funny. That one's bad funny. Oh, someone just had the theory that, the Rotom, it's because of the Rotom Dex.
Yeah, Rotom is part ghost.
As a Pokemon itself, it knows about the Pokemon world, so it just made the entries darker. Oh yeah, there's also apparently masses of dried bones buried beneath the sand of Palestine. This game's pretty chill.
But Palestine is one of the Pokemon that at first glance look kind of dumb, but is actually very deadly.
Prepares to devour anyone daring to ravage the forest. Oh, Trevor. Oh yeah, there's the one for Sun, for Phantom, that says like it's the spirit of children that died in the forest. Oh, Goose is doing it. And in Moon, it says according to legend, medicine to cure any illness can be made by plugging the green leaf on its head, and then brewing it and boiling it down the liquid.
Phantom's Pokédex entry is also in X and Y.
Alright. Previous Pokédex entry. Oh, here we go. Previous Pokédex. What's up, Goose? You trying to swat at my bracelet? Dangling and swinging around. I'm actually there's one in the new game. In Scarlet and Violet that is like a spider that's like a thread. I can't remember what it was. Spidoff, that's what it was. But it's pre-evolution. Is like the shiny version of it is like blue, which I love as a Spider-Man reference. But the fact that they that Spidoff's up, which has the color scheme, it's not red and blue. It's a missed opportunity. They could have done so much more with it.
But did it have an uncle that? But did it have an uncle that passed away?
What's a Pokemon that like steals things? It's like a robber or something.
Huh?
I'm trying to think of a Pokemon that would be like the dude that shot Uncle Ben.
My first thought is like a Remoraid, because a Remoraid is gun-like.
Yeah, true.
You ever see what Beta Remoraid looks like? It looks more gun-like.
How does it? I know there's one animation I've seen that that has like literally just a Pokemon that is a gun. Oh yeah, it does look more like a gun. Artillery looked more like an actual tank.
I like
makes more sense as I think about it.
I like Beta Artillery. I wish they kept that design.
Yeah. It's weird to me because I used to think that Remoraid evolved into like Mantine. Because it was always hanging around on the Mantine, so it was like, oh, it evolves into that because it's hanging on to the Remoraids are hanging on to what they evolve into. But no, it's just completely separate evolutions.
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah, it's just there for some reason. Thankfully, we did get that with Dragapult, though.
I have a feeling Shuri will like Dragapult a lot. Dragapult is a really good Pokemon.
It is.
The fact that it doesn't have a Gigantamax form is a crime.
I think that I'm of the mind that they should have swapped the names for Dynamax and Gigantamax. Because Dynamax seems like more like when I think Gigantamax, I think okay, the Pokemon's growing giant. when I think Dynamax, I'm like, oh, that's something special that goes on. But it's the exact opposite. Dynamax is the one that, you know, the Pokemon grows big, and Gigantamax is the one where it's something special. So I guess to be fair, Gigantamax is, you know, it's a term that I guess would be thrown around less.
Thrown around and thrown away. Just like the whole concept itself.
Yeah.
Which I never really liked. Initially, I thought Gigantamax was cool, but Terrestrialization is more cooler since it actually changes how a battle goes.
It does. Gigantamax is usually just like Dynamaxing, and Gigantamaxing is usually just the Pokemon grows big, and the first person to get their Pokemon to grow big, or to have their Pokemon grow big, is probably going to be the winner. Although the fact that it can only be used once per battle does make it, like, you know, you have to really figure it out with when you want to use it.
It's also situational too.
Yeah. You have to be in specific areas where I think Terrestrialization, do you have to be? It's like only in Gigantamax is only in like one area, except for like. Actually, no, it's not even in one area. It's just like. Is it only in the gyms that are able to do it?
It's only in the wild areas where you see like those beams of red light popping up. You can go to a raid. You can go to a raid and to challenge a giant Pokemon.
There's that, but I know that, like, I don't know if you can Gigantamax while you're out in just the wilds and everything, just normally, or if it's like limited to. I think it's like it is limited to raid areas, but it's also you can only Gigantamax when you're in one of the arenas.
Yeah.
Because they specifically say with what's his name? Marnie's brother. Spike? No, Pierce.
Pierce?
Pierce, that's it. He specifically says, like, you know, our arena is the only one that doesn't have the ability to Gigantamax or Dynamax your Pokemon. Pokemon Beta Spring.
I wonder what a jellyfish tastes like.
The jellyfish?
Yeah.
It tastes like eating it?
Yeah, what do they taste like?
Oh. Does remind me of a post that's like, there's people that will ask like the science side of Tumblr about things. And somebody asked like, somebody answered with, jellyfish don't have brains, so you're already halfway there. Which I love. Oh yeah, there's some gender differences too.
I should teach my Flappy Thunder Punch.
Wow, Wishy-Washy's entry. It's awfully weak and notably tasty, so everyone is always out to get it. As it happens, anyone trying to bully it receives a painful lesson. This has two implications, one of which suggests that people eat Pokemon, which is probably true, and then another that suggests the Wishy-Washy school form will destroy you.
It will destroy you.
Toxapex is not only is it poison potent enough to leave you in mind-searing pain for 3 whole days, but it will also leave a trail of Corsola bits scattered in its wake.
Which would explain why there are ghost Corsola in Sword and Shield.
Yep. A little bit. I actually had a double battle once. I had a Marini and a Corsola on my team, and in the double battle, it got to the point that my Corsola and my Marini were like both out at the same time. And I really wish, like, at times that the Marini would just, like, attack the Corsola. Like, even if they're on the same team. That would have been so funny.
I know. So, something similar like that happens in X and Y. Where if you're like in a horde with Zangoose or the Viper, and if one of them happens to be in one of those hordes, they attack each other.
Oh. I think it'd be cool if, like, I always love stuff like that, like, little nods to Pokemon that have, like, a rivalry of some kind. Or, like, one that hunts another one. Like, if there's, like, a chance that if you're fighting, say you're, like, fighting a double battle or whatever, and you're against like, you have a Tinkaton and they have a Corviknight, and something else. If you attack the other thing, your Tinkaton has a chance to just ignore who you attack and attack the Corviknight instead. Like, regardless of who you attack, it has a chance to attack its rival. Because it would make sense.
I guess the reason they didn't do that, like, it would be probably frustrating for some players.
Probably that. This article described Glalie as looking like the sentient head of one of Goku's fallen enemies. Which, it kinda looks like Frieza's head in a way. Like, I think Frieza is the one they're talking about. Which...
Yes. Clearly Frieza.
First one. Yeah, it kinda looks like the first one. A little bit.
You're almost done with grading.
Thanks.
I'm not sure I'll be able to beat Jasmine, but I'll try.
I do like that. It's not this one, but there's another, the one with Maylene in it. I do love that if you go back, she talks about being hungry, but how she can't leave because someone might come to challenge the gym. Which is, Maylene is one of my favorite gym leaders ever. I don't know the video, but there's one that has... I can't watch the video right now. But there's one on here that just... I gotta... Hold on, I gotta find it. Oh, go on there and TikTok. Okay. It's a video of a crowd cheering, and it says Dragon Ball fans after watching a screaming monkey man and a racist alien fight for 20 episodes. And it's just oh, hold on, I gotta turn the force light on. Be right back.
I apologize. Mostly feels like a filler arc, but this won't be like much of a filler arc. Once we take on Jasmine. Jasmine? Yeah. And we'll be able to progress forward. It's also nice and rainy here too. And cold. Which I kinda complained before, but... yeah, have food with me.
Foresight on real quick.
Uh,
I also almost grabbed my which would not have been a good idea. I wonder if I can pinpoint. Oh, go ahead. I was just wondering if I could pinpoint like other forms, other Pokemon for Frieza's various forms.
I have a feeling Bluella will sweep the steel type gym.
Oh. Okay, no, that's all. Oh wow, YouTube kind of looks like Frieza. At least in his final form.
Me too, though.
Me too.
Remember when people made Mew 3 conspiracy theory?
Yes.
And when one of Mewtwo's Mega Evolution popped up, people thought it was Mew 3.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
I do like that. I do like that Mewtwo got 2 Mega Evolutions. One for like physical fighting, and one for like more around like psychic abilities. I just wish they didn't like almost constantly focus on Goose. I just wish they didn't focus on like Charizard so much. Oh, my dad's home. Hold on.
I'm sitting here thinking, how would Mew 3 work? Mew 3 just wouldn't be possible. It must be like great bullshit Pokemon lore, which I don't think most people will buy into. I am interested in seeing like how Goruchu would have been like, yeah. I think that's enough grading. We're back to the scary dungeon place again. We have to clean the whole way up again. I wanna be with Shibu. I wanna be with Shibu too. Anyway.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome
Sorry
back.
about
We finished grinding. Now we're gonna make our way up to Dress Main so we can challenge her.
God, it's hot in here. Oh, hold on.
Let's just fight the spirit again.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Alright. Yeah, I kinda interrupted.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Okay. Oh, I gotta reposition everything on my desk now because I have sandwiches around here. Okay, this list of matchups for Pokemon and Dragon Ball. They have the obvious one that Rayquaza is Shenron. Mr. Mime is Chaozu, which I feel is mostly because of his little cheek markings. Jinx is Mr. Popo.
The Empress is no longer sick, which means it can go challenge Jeff Lee now.
Nice. I gotta play more Pokemon. I have Scarlet, I just haven't played it much. I was actually kind of wary of Nimona at first in Scarlet because of all the memes surrounding her, but then she very, very quickly grew on me. I was like, alright, fine, you're cute.
Nimona is something.
It is. I actually love her because, you know, she's like the champion and everything, but she also like, because the fact that you can beat her at the early levels shows that she has to hold back, but it's not in a way that's like where in other genres or anything you'd be like, oh, I'm holding back because you're not worthy of my full power, or like any other rival would be like that. Someone like frickin' Gary would be like that. You're like, I'm holding back because you're not worthy of fighting my full strength. Nimona holds. So she doesn't make the battle like easy, but she doesn't make it hard either.
Nimona isn't the champion though.
Is she not?
It's Gita.
Oh. Oh well.
Let me tell you.
Even then,
I wish Nimona was the champion because Gita sucked.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean, want to see the most epic battle ever? Here we go.
Here we go. I've heard that Gita's like boss fight was very underwhelming.
Yeah, it very was. It's not a bad team. It just wasn't used very good.
Yeah.
Level 30, that's my team.
Magnemite.
But not to worry. Stab weakness.
Ooh. I love seeing that HP just drain to zero. I have a friend that does Pokemon. I'll occasionally use like stat changing moves, but he's of the type that doesn't at all. He's like, if it only changes the other Pokemon stats, or if it only does stat changes, it's out. He's straight up said, the only stat I care about changing is changing the enemy's HP stat to 0. Which, you know, Fair.
Here comes the hard part.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Both will work, but I want to see what happens. Figured.
Wow.
Oh no, sunny day. What exactly will I do?
Yeah.
I'll just go die in a hole. Except I won't be dying. He will. Oh no!
Uh-oh.
That's a key. Not very effective.
Are you saying that that when it attacks you when you use dig, it the move like didn't work or didn't affect you or whatever? But I think it's more accurate to say that it missed because you're regular ground. Like to me, hearing that a move like, oh, this move doesn't affect this Pokemon, means that the move, like, hit, it just had no effect.
Anyways, he won.
Yay.
Yep, Blue Wallet definitely sweeped this gym.
Blue is #1. Bluella is like your logger. Did it say some of the money got sent to mom?
Yeah. In this game, you have the option to like have some of your money be sent to your mother. It's like a bank system of sorts.
Aw. That's kind of fun. Cause that feels to me like, you know, you're sending some of the money that you're making for these battles, like home to your mother to help her a little bit.
And now
So the
that
better you do at the battles, the more you earn.
and now that I beat the gym, I'm wondering, where do I go next? Yeah, I'll look in the map. But let me heal my Pokemon first.
I would assume the next town.
Alright, let's see. Talking game. There. Okay, I can't. I think I know where we're supposed to go to next. Riding on my bike. Here I go. Wait.
Oh, I don't want to bike IRL ever.
I used to own a lot of bikes back then. I would pretend I would be in one of those kart racers, where I try to go as fast as possible. And I would end up getting myself injured in the process.
I love this. There's a comic that my friend has sent me. It's this like farmer kid accidentally ripping open a bag of feed, and he says "off buoy," and his dad comes in. And he's like, every time you cuss, an angel dies. And the kid's like, yeah, I know. And the dad says, right, now keep him coming. We gotta lower God's defenses before Meemaw gets to him. And it cuts to an old woman in a bed like hooked up to an oxygen tank with a shotgun in her hands.
no.
She's just like, any day now. I still... Ruby sent, or not Ruby, but Sapphire sent a meme earlier that was like, it was like the plot, explaining a plot badly, and it was like new kid moves to town, and long story short, kills God. And then like that's the exact plot of not only Persona 3 and not only Persona 4, but Persona 5 as well. You can actually double it up with.
You could also probably.
Royal.
You could also probably say the same thing for Pokemon Arceus.
Yeah. Well, I guess more than that one, you don't really kill God, you more capture it. You can say that for a lot of the Pokemon games, actually.
I like that this game gives me the option to just skip the keys entirely, but I'm not gonna skip the keys because I need the experience. I'm gonna skip the caves.
This just in, local 10-year-old picked God as pet. After all the crinkling stuff with my famous rappers. Got some spicy McChicken.
Make my way over here. Oh, he wants us to demonstrate the power of the Pokemon that he got. Fisher Crest, Redfield. I'll be right back again, hold on.
Alright.
I'm back.
Alright.
Alright, we have about 5 minutes left. I'm sure we can squeeze in a video.
Yeah.
So this is super nerd. This is super nerd. Look at him in his nerdy goodness.
Oh my god, that freaking cloak.
No.
Oh, he's gonna need a reader. Which is now dead.
In an arena. What is Nidoran supposed to be?
I don't know for sure. But it's not like a badger.
Some people say it was rabbit-like, which I kind of disagree because it evolves into like a scary monster.
Yeah, it's weird. It's Nidoran itself does kind of look like a rabbit, but I don't know what the entire evolutionary line is supposed to represent.
Fear and loathing.
Nidoran was the first Pokemon to feature gender differences, or even any indication of gender at all. Interesting.
Yeah. Dugtrio's a pushover.
Ooh. Interesting.
Right.
Rabbits and porcupines is apparently the inspiration for Nidoran itself, or at least the male, with aspects of venomous animals. However, anatomically they resemble hyraxes, small rodent-like mammals that are genetically more closely related to much larger mammals like elephants and manatees. Oh, maybe that's why it turns from a monster. Featuring thick-set bodies with tough hides, similar to Nidorino and Nidoking. And they also reference the mythical moon rabbit due to its rabbit-like appearance and the fact that it reaches its final evolved form using a moon sword. Alright, now what about the females?
I want to get my gold back to level 29 before the stream ends.
Okay. Yeah, it's the same thing. So it's probably the Hyrax then, is what it's supposed to be.
Right. I think we're done here for today. Okay. Not much has happened, but at the same time, a bunch of stuff has happened.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank you for stopping by to hang out with me. It was really fun.
For sure. I'm definitely up to join again another time too.
Alright, this will be everything for now. But in the meantime, I'll catch everyone on the flip side. Sayonara.
See you guys.